So this is a post-Coco coaching sweat.
I've joined a training camp with Rob Holland and his coach, who are preparing me for my first season of competing.
Take your speed, wait.
It totally destroyed me, but I loved every minute.
It's good. Go, now. Beautiful. I see you. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. You have too many clouds, maybe? Yep. It's better to stop there. It's a good idea.
This is a special episode that I'm dedicating to the memory of the legendary Rob Holland. It's not going to be about his tragic accident, but rather a tribute as we share what it's like behind the scenes between shows and contests where there's a lot of training.
Pretty cool airplanes in this hangar right now. Like that one?
Yeah, you have to I got shut up.
Some pretty cool airplanes in here. I don't know why I got to be the front. Why did I get to be the front?
You're special.
The irony is that I did not feel special. I was just glad to be there and wanted to stay out of the way while I learned from these high-level pilots. The camp was in Nebraska, leading into the 2023 National Aerobatic Championships that took place in Kansas. My friend Ryan and I flew to the competition from the camp together, and I paid him back for the invite to the camp by strapping his luggage into my passenger seat so that he didn't have to ship it because it did not fit in his plane. Okay, back to the training camp. I stretched my IFR legs to get there, and Ryan texted me what I needed to know to avoid the box upon arrival. And it was fitting that the first thing I saw after landing was Rob taxiing out for one of his coached slots. And before I could even get unstrapped, one of the other pilots from the camp took interest in helping me get up to speed.
I'm Adam Messenheimer. I'm flying Rob Holland's MXS.
How did you find yourself in that position?
Long story short, I have no idea how to even condense it because it's so crazy.
Adam jumped in for a quick flight with me and shared some insights to get me ready for a grueling schedule of flying 3 times per day.
We just spent the last 5 days training with the legendary coach Coco Bessier. Coco is a former world champion in aerobatics. He's coached the French team to multiple world championships, and he's also the coach of the US Unlimited team. So we just spent the week with him and a bunch of other Unlimited pilots, including Rob Holland, to train and get ready for the US Nationals.
Several big projects are currently underway for Flight Chops, but I have to be honest, Rob's accident really distracted me from working on those, and I found myself looking at this footage and wanted to share it first. Rob and I had a few sponsors in common, including EarthX, whose logo I got a shot of by accident while I was studying his airplane to get a shot of his switch to turn off the laws of physics. Hanging with this crew, I quickly realized there was no shortage of silliness between the seriousness.
I don't even know where to start when it comes to Rob, man. It's like, if he wasn't doing for me what he has been, I wouldn't be here at all. I mean, the plane is one thing, but just the time spent. He coaches me through the small things, the details of the flying, but also the larger things like mindset. You know, what do you want to be doing in 5-10 years? How are you going to get there? I mean, he's been a tremendous help to me. So, you know, many thanks to Rob.
And it looks like you're paying it forward anyway. I mean, you helped me out, so.
That's what it's about. There's a lot of cool people in this world.
Yeah, everybody's been really friendly and supportive, so it's been pretty cool.
It's an interesting mix of fun and highly crazy, as you've seen at the training camp.
Yeah.
We got some interesting personalities.
Yeah.
The finale of the championships was the Unlimited Freestyles, and Luke and Ryan commentated Rob's.
He's a mad scientist.
He is, and he spends a long time perfecting the figure, understanding all the failure modes, all the entry and exit gates.
Absolutely, because safety's number one.
For him, he's like, it's going to be easy. If it's not easy, then I don't do it.
That's right. People ask him, what's the hardest thing in your air show sequence? And he says nothing. Multiple snaps on the downline.
Right towards us. This is awesome.
Pushes out. Pressed against his harnesses, doing -8 or something up there. Sounds painful.
You know, the freestyle is interesting because you can kind of do whatever you want, and he chose the hard push.
A lot of people have asked me what's the best way to get into aerobatics, and I think it's really just showing up and talking to people.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
If this episode inspires you to even think about it, just know that Rob would want you to reach out to the community. Someone will be there to help you get started.
This is just a greatest hits performance of so many maneuvers that he's invented and perfected.
Into a hover, look at that.
just hovering in place.
And going backwards.
And he's going backwards. Oh my goodness.
Who says aircraft gotta go backwards, right?
Rob Holland.
Nice job, Rob.
Is there anything else you want to say about relatability to a guy that thinks, I only want to fly 172. I don't care about going upside down?
I say don't knock it till you try it. I mean, I worked with a few students when I was instructing that were terrified of slow flight and stalls simply because of an instructor that pushed them too far 10 years ago and made them want to quit. So, and I got those people up to the point where they were flying aggressive steep turns and having fun actually maneuvering the plane and really learning about it. When you actually do it, it might be a lot more fun than you think.
And a great place to start is connecting with IAC. Rob was a huge advocate. I'll be there this year at AirVenture for 2025 with the RV14 and would be happy to talk to you guys about what it's been like as I head into my 3rd season of competing.
My thoughts on working with a high-level coach like Coco is that it's never too early to start because he's got so much knowledge, he knows what the judges are looking for, and he can really hone in on your flying.
Well, I made a lot of mistakes. My first contest, I didn't know what the figures were. I just saw them online, so I went up and flew, I guess that's right, was dead last, and I got a couple of good points, like, hey, do this figure this way, do this way, and I just came back and kept showing up, that honestly.
And what were you flying at that time?
A decathlon.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So you had no coaching?
No coaching. No.
That's balls.
So I tell a lot of people who are starting aerobatics, the best thing to do is get a coach very early because it sets you up for success for the short and long term, and also kind of builds out any other bad habits that you develop.
I was kind of hesitant to work with him only because I felt like I was so far from the level that he works with, but it was interesting to see him just step right down to where he needed to be for me.
Okay, check carefully your belts. Engine, oil pressure.
It's not required to have a purpose-built aircraft to get into aerobatics.
There's a lot of cool airplanes in here. I just had a look around and it's definitely the only RV14, but I did see an 8 back there, so that's cool. So this thing will fly the Sportsman, and that's kind of where I'm going to cut it off because I'm not going to snap roll or tail slide this thing. But the Sportsman, we can do a lot of stuff and kind of cheat and avoid being too much negative.
The Sportsman class is the second from the bottom. You got primary, Sportsman, intermediate, advanced, and unlimited, and each class has a different floor for the box. Pause the video if you want to study that.
What did you think about seeing the RV doing it?
It was really interesting. I think we were talking about this, and especially when we flew, it's a good plane to do a lot of different things. It certainly felt difficult to fly competition aerobatics in,
Yeah.
but I think you're doing a great job just bringing light on the sport in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And I mean, I'm trying to say, if you have an airplane that's even remotely capable of it, why not try?
Yeah.
We got them packed in pretty tight here. This is what you call careful hanger stacking. We're overlapping props and stabilizers carefully to get the entire fleet in here.
Do we have
And we're going for dinner.
the crew car again?
If you go into the sport with an ego or any sort of mindset where it's like you're wrong and you're going to fight your coach on it, you're never going to be successful. You have to be like a clean slate every time. So you have to put your ego to the side and just be very open to the feedback and coaching, and miraculously you get better. And that's what I found throughout the week. I was flying well before, and now I feel like my flying's gone up by 5% just by being here with Coco and receiving his coaching and guidance, and also guidance from Rob as well.
It's hard to quantify the constant dedication and practice that's happening between shows and contests. And again, a huge thanks to the whole crew at the camp, especially Coco. I appreciated that he stepped down from the unlimited world to the Sportsman level and still gave me the same amount of attention. It's really amazing to watch how a coach can pick up on the nuances from the ground and call when to put in certain control inputs and tweak your timing and positioning with an incredible level of accuracy.
Wow, he really gave me a workout. That was hilarious. But it went pretty well. I did several things I've never done before for the first time while being told in real time what to do from the ground. So that was interesting. And I think he didn't realize I didn't have an inverted oil system for a little bit there. So we had to remind him. But we got it figured out. And I went with extra oil this time, so I expect to have lost probably 2 quarts on that flight. We'll see. Yeah, a lot of oil. We just went again and again and again on some of those inverted 45 down lines.
So leading into the 2024 season, I installed a half Raven air oil separator, which mostly solved the problem of oil coming out the breather, but I don't have a full inverted system, so if I stay upside down for very long or pull more than -1.5, I will lose oil pressure.
Okay, now you can come back, turn right to come back in the box. Check your altitude, your limit 1,500.
I've also got a better pre-aerobatic flight checklist now, so you'll notice on this flight I forgot to close my sunshade initially. I've also got a loose pair of gloves that are going to fly around, and I forgot to put my sequence card in the iPad holder, so it's loose on the passenger seat for the first part of the flight, but luckily I had it memorized.
Don't dive too early. Watch your altitude, watch your speed.
Think rate, pull up.
When you want. Go below 1,200, okay? Go on, very good. Very good, Luke.
Traffic not
Next one.
available. Sync
Go.
rate, pull up.
Wait. Prepare the stall. Very good. Good.
Think rate, pull up.
Next one, go. Good. Pull harder. Yes. Right rudder, go.
Caution,
Go.
sync rate, traffic not
Good.
available.
Next one, go.
Pull up.
Rudder.
Traffic not available.
Good. Nose higher. When you want. Rudder. Go on, go. More bank. Pull harder. Nose higher. Watch your speed, altitude. Stop. Wait. 45. Go. And wait to the limit of the cloud. Wait to the limit of the cloud. When you are limit, you reduce power and spin to the left. Nose up and left. Very good. Very good. Maintain. Don't move. Pull calm.
Sync
Next
rate,
one,
pull
vertical.
up.
Go. The top. Pull now. Prepare the quarter left very quickly. Quarter left. Go.
Available. Sync rate, pull up.
For you, it's too low now. There are too many clouds. The beginning of your presentation, the program is very good. Very good.
Roger, thank you. I would like to Immelman one more time before we go.
Immelman in the sequence was good.
Cool. Just like to practice one more.
Yes, okay. You must climb a little minimum 1,500 if you are able to do it. Okay, now dive. Now, Immelman, go. Prepare your right rudder now. Don't move. Prepare the roll, nose higher, go. Right now. Okay, turn right and come back for the same figure. It was good.
I think what he did, Coco's big on presentation, so he brought you down closer to the judges, and what you're trying to do is make the judges' lives easy as possible to judge you, and the easier you make their lives, typically the higher the scores you're going to get, provided you fly the figures precisely. So what I noticed is that at the start of the week you were flying quite high, and even though I've been telling you to kind of bring it down if you can, Coco really got you down, and it's almost like watching a play. Right, so it's like right there, and he can see everything, and it just makes the flying look overall much better. He also corrected some techniques as well, because obviously he's a very technical coach, because he's also a pilot as well, so he understands the physics behind it. So I just saw a lot of things starting to get, I guess, sanded and smoothed out in your flying, which obviously is paying dividends for you now.
Wait. Speed, no lower.
Pull up.
Now, pull here, more. Prepare your right rudder now. Very good. Nose higher now to prepare your roll. Nose higher and roll. Right. Don't move. Good.
Caution, sink rate.
Pull. Half cubinate to come back. Half cubinate. Go. Pull.
Pull up.
Pull harder. Good. Prepare your right rudder. Right rudder. Right now. Correct.
Rate. Pull up.
Reverse half cuban now. Reverse half cuban. 45. Go. 8:45. Roll. And pull now.
Traffic. Traffic.
Good job. For a loop.
Rate. Pull up.
The loop. Go. Loop.
Pull up.
Loop. Calm.
Traffic not
And pull harder.
available.
And calm at the end. Calm. Good. Vertical stall turn. Go. So vertical stall turn. Okay, vertical. Not too late. Go.
Clouds.
Too many clouds. Yeah, we must land now.
Traffic.
Yeah, thank you. That's good. All right, going over to CTAP. Thanks for the help, Coco.
Yeah.
So you probably noticed that I didn't actually have any direct footage of Rob talking in this episode, and that's intentional because I didn't put a camera in his face. For the time that I had to spend with him, I really was honored to be learning from him, and I just didn't want to pull a camera out. So that was kind of some private time that I got to spend with him, and I really appreciate it, and he will be sorely missed.